Hello, everyone in Facebook. This is Jennifer Sanchez. Just got out of a quick meeting, was meeting up with someone that I might potentially be partnering with. So that's pretty exciting on some endeavors. So super excited about this partnership. I'm not going to talk about it yet, but definitely I'm excited to just collaborate with different entrepreneurs on different projects, and this will definitely be great for some of the event planning things that I do. So as you guys know, I put a lot of events together, so always looking for space, partnering with people. That's a big thing for me, right? But I wanted to jump live for those that are watching and talk about being more influential. And as you guys know, I'm always on here. I'm doing different shows. And this is a very candid conversation, right? Very candid. And one of the things that I've been asking myself lately is like, what am I doing all this for? Like, what's the purpose of me being influential? What's the purpose of me having a voice and people listening to it, right? Why? And that's just something that in my own growth and processing what I'm going through in the sense of the businesses and the masterminds and real estate, right? Like, and I'm a believer. So one of the things that I haven't been doing as much is talking about my faith-based side, right? As to, when I get into prayer and when I talk to God, and, maybe sometimes the reason, forgive me, Jesus. Sometimes the reason why I don't do it, I'm just going to hold it. Sometimes the reason why I don't do it is because, as an entrepreneur, you might feel like, I can't do stuff like this, right? Like it's not acceptable or it's not good, right? Talking about your faith. But sometimes people want to understand, like, how do you become an influence, or how do you become an influencer? And just because you are on social media, you don't need to have thousands of followers, right? You don't have to be the person that has 100,000 subscribers. You don't have to be the person that has 200, 500, 1.5 million. Sure, are they nice? Yes, it's nice to have large followings. It's nice to know that, like, for example, like last month I had 66,000 viewers on my Facebook account. Like, the fact that I know that I have that many viewers on my social media, especially Facebook, because you guys know my playing ground is Facebook, right? Instagram is cute, TikTok is cute, I'm working on those, but my favorite space is Facebook. So to know that I had 66,000 viewers last month, and then, right now I'm at like 33,000 or something crazy like that, right? Of viewers, I'm saying, right? And because Facebook does that, it gives you the amount of viewership that you have. That just tells me, like, wow, okay, I'm reaching masses, okay? But you don't have to have, again, the 100,000 subscribers. One of the things that I've been noticing, especially working with a lot of entrepreneurs, is those that are truly passionate about what they talk about, they are the ones that make the greatest impact. They are the ones that can move the masses, okay? And if you guys study anything, right? Someone that's very passionate, okay? Anyone that's super truly passionate about what they do, or their belief system, or why they do what they do, usually is a great influencer. And someone that influences can influence someone, or anybody in that case, to do something good or to do something bad, right? We could say history shows us a lot of influencers, right? And trust me, they didn't use social media to influence anybody, right? An influencer is somebody that can, be themselves and be so passionate about something that it will create another person to do the same thing. You can look at like the Kardashians, right? Those are influencers, right? They set the trends. They start dressing a certain way. They can put on a girdle, a faja, and people start wearing them, and they become popular. They take something and recommend you to take something, and then you become that's what an influencer does, right? They influence your choices. And the way that you are, the way that you look, the way that you be, right? So it doesn't mean just because you don't have, again, the 100,000 followers, the 200,000 followers, doesn't mean that you're not influencing people. If you can say that you do something and people follow you, that's an influencer, right? Maybe not the masses, but again, sometimes you don't need social media. We have plenty of proof in history of influencers that can create chaos and havoc in countries, right? And have people believe their beliefs because of how much influence they have. But when I look at people who have influence, and this is again just me just talking, when I look at people who have influence, one of the things that I look and pay attention to is how much passion do they have behind what they do, right? That's how you know the passion, right? Usually, typically, people will follow someone. Oh, I got static. People will follow someone that's very passionate, okay? They have to see that they're passionate about something. They're driven. They know what their drives are, right? Passionate individuals that are really trying to change the world are the ones also that have a lot of influence, right? I mean, you could look at even like someone like Almighty, right? That I interviewed earlier this week. Young guy, just 30, I believe. Because I'm live, I should have put do not disturb. Influencers, right? So someone like that young man, right? He is influencing the masses, taking youth out of the streets, putting them in arts programs, right? And he has people, corporations, professionals backing him up, right? So someone like that has influence, okay? You look at his, his account, over 100,000 followers on Instagram. I don't even remember. It was something a lot. But again, how did he even create that? Because just the short amount of time that I've been talking to him and speaking to him and just kind of picking his brain is he's so passionate and driven about what he does. And his belief system is so hardcore, so true to himself, right? That people just follow because they see passion, right? And one time I had someone tell me, when you are so passionate and when you are so driven and when people can see how much drive you have, people will follow that because there's nothing real anymore. There's no more realness. There's no more authenticity. There's no more good, there's no more of real people out there making changes, being authentic, being true to themselves, right? Everything you see nowadays is fake, right? Or they're put up a front. And when people do that, you could totally tell when they're being fake. Typically, it's people that are not genuine, people that are not authentic, people that are not true to their purpose and their vision and their belief system. You can pick up bull from far away, and most people can pick that up. But when you are true to yourself, authentic to yourself, genuine, right? And you really come off as, hey, this is what I'm about. This is what I'm passionate about. This is what drives me, right? People will sense that. And because they see how passionate you are as a person, they're going to say, man, I like you. Not everyone's going to like you because, again, your persona might not mix with everybody. But those that do vibe with you, those that do believe in what you're saying, they're going to ride with you no matter what, right? So that's the power of someone that influences others, that's an influencer, right? And I asked the question like, what are my strengths? I think I asked like a week ago on social media, just because I like to do, I do a lot of projects, you guys. I'm the type of person that likes to dabble in different things, right? And I'm looking at like, hey, I'm good at putting events together. I've had people reach out to me to help them put their events together and pay me for it, right? I'm having that like promote my event because I know that I can bring exposure to people. So I'm getting those type of requests now, whether it's on my show, whether it's me going to your place, whatever it is. But, people that are truly the most passionate and authentic and real are the ones that have the most influence, and people will follow and believe them. Okay, so I'm sharing this today because I know there's viewers, and when someone tells you like, Jennifer, like no one's real anymore, no one's authentic anymore, that's when you know
That's when you know that's why people follow you. That's why people believe in what you have to say. Like, I have to believe so hard in my, and that's why I've been going through my own quest the couple of days, just like, why am I doing all this, right? I have to just continue to ask myself and remind myself my why, the bottom line. Why do what I do? What's the real reasoning behind everything, right? And when people know that you're truly doing it because you have a deeper purpose, you have a bigger why, your meaning's higher than just the bank, right? Which, of course, there ain't nothing wrong with making money. You guys know that I'm a big believer, like, hey, making money is great, right? Asking for money is great. Building capital is great. I'm all about that. But I like to know that my why is so strong and my why is so bigger than myself, right? When my why is bigger than the reason why everyone else does their thing, you know, why did I even get into real estate to begin with? You know, the core reasoning, and it's one of my core reasons, because I don't even want to share with y'all. That's another conversation. No, I could share with you. You know, transitional housing, something that I'm a big, like, I would get so many women, and this gets me emotional. I would get so many women, because I was in that space to help women, always asking me to go somewhere that they needed a place to stay. So when women are constantly reaching out to me and asking me for help because they need transitional housing, that's one of the reasons why I said I wanted to get involved in real estate, you know? Because I knew that there was a deeper purpose. Like, I don't do what I do just for me. And I know that, and for you guys as well, when we go through things, it's not for us. It's for the next person. It's for the next generation. It's for whoever is following you. You know, you create the blueprint. You go through what you need to go through so that the next person that's following you, they know how to get through it. They know how to get through it quicker, faster, with less damage, right? So when I hear women or, you know, families, I don't even know why I'm getting so emotional. When I hear people reaching out to me, right? And this is since I've been in the coaching space since 2018. I've been in the nonprofit world since, I started nonprofits since 2010. So I've been working with families for a very long time. And then when I started doing stuff for women, you know, and I'm putting a women events together, you know, women were always reaching out to me for support and help, for resources. So that's why I got into real estate, because that's one of my deep core whys, right? And very easily, me being in real estate, like I always think about, how can I help another woman out, and why do I do what I do, right? Very easily, like, women lose their houses, especially when they go through divorces, when they go through separations, right? It's not, you know, being a single mother, it's so easy to lose everything as a single mom, right? Because remember, the most low income families or single mothers are usually the ones that are the lowest income, okay? So that's why I got into real estate, because for me it's like, nah, you know what? I need to help women make money. I need to show women how to make money. I need to help women figure this out. So I need to figure this real estate game out myself so that I can pass that information on to other women, because that's one of my deep core belief systems. I want to, you know, transitional housing for women. That's one of the things that I want to do, right? But when people are that passionate and that real, and they know why they're doing what they're doing, and they understand that they're doing something for the next generation, that's how you have influence, okay? And I'm gifted in many different areas. Thank God. God has gifted me. You know, I've heard I have the gift of gab. I have a good marketing outreach background. I'm sales. Like, I definitely have a lot of gifts that God has blessed me with, right? So I always figure out, how can I use my gifts appropriately, right? Because for me, it's like, if God has given me gifts, I'm not just going to let them go nilly-willy. I have to use the gifts correctly. And, you know, it's like, God's going to ask me at the end, whether you guys believe it or not, right? When we die, right, we're going to have to give an account to God and tell him, what did we do with all the gifts what did you do with all the gifts that I have given you? And right, I have to give an account for that. I have to give an account for all the people I've helped as well. So for me, it's more deeper than that, so I want to encourage you guys that are watching, right? You can be an influencer. You don't have to have hundreds and thousands of followers. You just have to be so true and believe in your purpose and your mission and your vision. Your mission and your vision has to be so strong, and you know why you do what you do, that people are going to follow no matter what, because they know who you are. They believe in your mission. They believe in your purpose. Yes, you see me do all the fun things. You see me post fun stuff. That's marketing, guys. That's marketing and that's branding, right? When I post pictures and I post pictures of who I'm aligning myself with, who I'm hanging out with, what am I doing? That's marketing. That's branding, right? So don't think that Jennifer has a lot of deep passions and purposes and missions. And Jennifer's strategic with her postings as well. You might not think it, but I am. Regardless if it looks like I'm having fun, there's reasons why I do what I do. So I'm sharing this because I do have a lot of gifts. I am influential, right? I know I have a nice following of women. I know I have a lot of following in the real estate world. And I thank you for those that have been following me. I really appreciate it. And really now, at this point, what I am definitely doing is I'm putting masterminds, because I've always been a bigger believer in helping the other person. I need to help the other person because I know God's going to help me when I help someone else. So masterminds, right? Women's masterminds this Saturday. I'm doing a real estate mastermind, and I'm doing a co-ed business mastermind. So if you guys are interested in my masterminds, go to my link, check it out. I'm also gonna do, because of the subscriptions and because of the following that I have. Hey Sonia, hey everyone that's watching, God bless you guys. Because of the following that I have, 66,000 viewers on Facebook and 33,000 viewers on Facebook, and all these numbers that I have on Facebook, I can do subscribers now. So I'm definitely going to start putting content only for my subscribers on Facebook. So if you guys look and you guys see that you could subscribe now, right? I guess thank you, Sonia. I think now, because I can monetize on Facebook and all that stuff, it's giving me the option to kind of do a subscription. You guys can subscribe, so it kind of gives it that OnlyFans feel, but it's not OnlyFans, y'all. I do not do that stuff. But what I am going to do is provide actual content on my Facebook for my subscribers, on top of all the great things. Those are just some things that I do, but I do want to start providing information on how to brand yourself. I want to put stuff out there on how to do social media content. I want to put stuff out there like, how to be an influencer, how to influence in general, right? How to put events together, how to do public speaking. I know that that's something that's been requested a lot from me, how to be a public speaker. So I'm going to be very strategic and start putting content for my subscribers that's more educational. And I'll let it be known, like, hey, this month I'm going to focus in on public speaking. And actually, that is something that I'm going to focus on for the month of December for my subscribers on Facebook. Just sign up, become a subscriber. It's cheaper than Netflix. And get the content, right? Get the content from me on how to become a better public speaker. It's just $9.99. I think I set the amount, right? Everyone wants to become a public speaker, but people are so terrified of being public speakers. But I mean, for me, I love talking. It's natural to me. I've done plenty of workshops, trainings, gotten coaching. I've put myself out there. I've done plenty of public speaking since maybe 2011, 2013. I don't even remember when I started, but I've done it for a very long time. So I'm putting special content out for subscribers for the month of December on public speaking. And this is because I've been requested to do this by some people. I'm not going to name no names, but I will be putting content out there. And then I'm thinking I will do a month where we just do journaling, journaling content. Inspiration. I just want to let me inspire people on a weekly basis for my subscribers that subscribe to my Facebook channel, right? So make sure you guys do that. Make sure you sign up to my masterminds. They're super, super, super economical, my masterminds, right? People pay thousands of dollars to be part of masterminds, but my masterminds, you guys, are about accountability. I am the best at being on your ass and making sure you get stuff done. I am really good at that. I'm really good. And I'm not saying it in that way. Obviously, there's a way of doing it correctly, right? But I'm really good at holding people accountable. I have a team that does that, right? So you come to a mastermind, you share the goals that you want to work on for the month. I have a membership, right? So now, on top of just coming to a mastermind, you become a member, you get office hours and weekly check-ins on Monday night for being a member as well. So you sign up, you can become a monthly member, get access to the virtual meetings on Monday nights. And that's how we're going to start making sure that you get those tasks done for 2025, right? So make sure that you guys come out. If you're a lady, mastermind this Saturday, 9 to 11 at Upturn Properties. Thank you, Rosario and Brenda, for providing that space for me and my community. Hold yourself accountable there, right? The second Saturday, we're going to be gathering it's going to be my real estate mastermind at Neighborhood Loans on Irving Park. So Grace is actually helping me with that space, and she's a member of the community. So we're going to be actually gathering with all the real estate people doing masterminds second Saturday of the month. Again, it's all about accountability, getting your stuff done. You come, you say, these are the things I need. You're going to get some group coaching involved with that to make sure that you actually get those action items done. And then there's hot seat time. If you're struggling with something and you're stuck in your business and you just need more ideas, that's where the community really can provide support for entrepreneurs. So first Saturday of the month, women. Second Saturday of the month, real estate professionals. It's if you're in the real estate realm in any capacity, right? Professionals, agents, loan officers, investors, you have your own real estate mastermind. I decided to split real estate people from the entrepreneurs. That's second Saturday. Then third Saturday is my co-ed mastermind just for entrepreneurship. Women, men can come. And that's going to be again at Upturn Properties. So make sure you guys sign up. The link is there. Check out the masterminds. If you don't want to be a member yet, but you want to show up to one of the meetings, just register for one of the meetings. It's $35. And then, of course, check out the subscription. If you want to subscribe to the channel, like I said, I'm going to put up content about being a public speaker for the month of December. Just random videos on my Facebook only for my subscribers. So make sure you guys sign up so that you can keep learning and growing in the field that you guys are in. So remember, my gifting, right, is marketing, outreach, branding, events, right, sales. Those are my giftings, okay? And I'm really good at putting content together for individuals. Again, another thing that I've been coaching women and men for a long time is time management, goal setting, conflict resolution, boundaries, right? Having a vision for your life, setting your standards, your priorities. I mean, so many women and men don't know how to set boundaries with themselves as well as other people, right? You just all over nilly-willy. So I went to the American Association of Christian Counselors. So I got a coaching certificate under them, went to Liberty University for that master's degree. I didn't finish it, but I got a lot of that coaching under that as well. So I wanted to put that out there. I want to support people however I can, and masterminds is definitely one of the ways that I do it, and having a community for that. So thank you so much for watching, guys. You guys are awesome. I wanted to make sure I jumped on live today and just shared about being an influence or being influential. What does that really take? And really, it just takes being very passionate about what you do and allowing people to see the authentic you and the vulnerable you, okay? So thank you so much. God bless you guys, and we'll talk soon. Bye.